What if the biggest secret of a street racing champion was sitting right there in front of everyone for 20 years? For a long time, people have been talking about the king of Memphis street racing, JJ DeBoss, and a car that disappeared. Everyone thought this amazing car was gone forever. But what if this famous car, this lost race car, was found again? Not on some old dusty road, but right inside JJ's own garage, saved from being destroyed. Get ready, because the story of this special car is about to be told. His big comeback. Imagine how shocked everyone was when a car that people thought was gone forever came rolling out of JJ DeBoss's garage. It wasn't just back, it was running louder and stronger than ever before. This is the story of Heifer, the famous 1966 Chevy 2, a car with a past as crazy as any street race. JJ first got this car when he was a young guy in his early 20s, back when he lived in a small town called Heifers, Arkansas. The name Heifer came from a funny mistake. Precious, one of JJ's trusted drivers, spelled the town's name wrong when making the car's license plate, and the name just stayed that way. Heifer was more than just a car to JJ. It was a part of his life for over 20 years, holding a really special place in his heart. It was the first back-half chassis car his team ever owned. This was real modern racing technology back in those days, and with it, JJ and his team ruled the streets. But even famous cars face bad days. One weekend, after a long night of racing, JJ was driving his GMC Sierra pickup truck, pulling both Heifer and another one of his famous cars, Old Heavy. He was really tired, and for just a quick moment, he fell asleep while driving near Newport, Arkansas. What happened next was like a bad dream. His truck crashed into a concrete wall at about 55 miles per hour. The hit was so hard that Heifer, which was loaded in the back of the trailer, broke free from the straps holding it down. It crashed really hard into the back of Old Heavy, and both powerful cars ended up in a ditch, with their parts thrown all over the road. JJ himself got hurt, breaking a hand and a rib and getting lots of cuts and bruises. It was amazing that he walked away from such a terrible crash, something that could have been much worse. But even with his injuries, JJ was thinking about his cars. Heifer took the worst damage. Its front and back frames were bent, the quarter panels were folded up, and it needed a new nose and trunk lid. Any other car would have been thrown away, totaled for good. But this wasn't just any car. This was Heifer, a piece of JJ's history that still had the same seat in it from when he first bought it many years ago. JJ refused to let Heifer go. He made a hard choice, deciding to fix it no matter what it cost. Even though it would be really expensive, costing between $15,000 and $20,000. It might have been cheaper to just build a brand new car, but the special memories of Heifer were priceless to him. This deep connection to his cars, seeing them as more than just metal and engines, is a big part of who JJ is. For him, these cars are like family, carrying the memories of so many races and victories. The thought of Heifer being lost to the racing world after such a crash was something he just couldn't accept. Right after leaving the hospital, JJ, his wife Trisha, known as, and Precious Cooper, were already in the shop planning how to bring Heifer back to life. They sent the car to David Monday Race Cars, where it got new front and rear frame clips, straightened panels, and fresh body parts. This time of hard repair work, hidden away in the workshop, was when Heifer truly came back from the dead, ready to prove that a car can be lost and then found again, stronger than ever. And what about Old Heavy, the truck that was also in that crash? Its story is just as crazy. After the highway accident, Old Heavy had some damage too, mostly to its nose. While JJ was getting better, he and his crew spent a week fixing it up, making it look perfect again. But then, during a test drive on a Monday night in Memphis, Old Heavy broke its wheel bolts and rolled over twice, totaling the top of the truck. Most people would give up, but not JJ. He and his guys worked to pull and stretch the roof back into shape. And even though it didn't look pretty, they raced it that very Saturday night. This amazing dedication shows that for JJ, no car is ever truly lost if he can still fight to bring it back. JJ's simple beginnings. But to really understand why Heifer means so much and why JJ fights so hard for his cars, we need to go back to where it all started, long before the bright lights of TV shows. The man known as J.J. DeBoss was born Jonathan Day, and he grew up in a tiny town called Joyner, Arkansas, with only about 702 people. His family made their living as roofers, and J.J. followed what they did, spending the first 20 years of his life working on rooftops. But even then, his heart wanted something else: cars. Every dollar he earned from roofing went straight into fixing up old cars. He loved to buy, sell, and trade them, always looking for the next project. This early love for cars wasn't just a hobby, it was a deep love that started when he was very young. By the age of 10, J.J. was already driving and racing on the dirt and gravel roads around Mississippi County. J.J.'s path to becoming a street racing legend was shaped by his early life. He often didn't have enough money or the right parts to compete at official racetracks, where things like safety checks and perfect surfaces are normal. This meant he had to be smart or clever on the streets. He learned to adapt, to find an advantage where others couldn't. This need to be clever, to outsmart opponents with smarts rather than just strong power, became a key part of his racing style. One of his most famous tricks, known as off-which ahead, came from these early days. In old-school street racing, the start was often signaled by a hand drop on a count of 3. J.J. would sometimes leave on 2 instead of 3, catching his rivals off guard and getting a head start. This daring move wasn't just about cheating, it was about using every bit of his street smarts to win when he often didn't have as good equipment. It was a bold move that made him feared in Memphis, showing that he was always thinking several steps ahead. It's also important to know that street racing wasn't just a sport J.J. picked up. It was in his blood. He didn't start it. It was a family tradition passed down from his uncles and grandfathers. This deep connection to generations of street racers means that for J.J., it's more than just winning. It's about honoring a tradition and carrying on a family legacy. This background, rooted in hard work, creativity, and family tradition, explains why J.J. is such a unique and respected person in the world of street racing. The hard road traveled. But life, like a drag race, has its unexpected turns, and J.J. faced a challenge far tougher than any street he'd ever raced on. There was a time in his life when he made bad choices and wrong decisions that led him down a difficult path. He ended up spending 8 years and 1 month in federal prison. This time was really tough, but it became a deep learning experience for him. It was a time that changed how he saw everything. He came to truly appreciate and respect life and everyone in it. This experience, though a major setback, didn't break him. Instead, it seems to have created an even stronger sense of purpose and determination in him. He learned the value of freedom and the importance of living a life dedicated to what truly matters. After coming home, J.J. knew he had to get a new plan together. He went back to what he loved most: buying old cars, fixing them up, and selling them. This wasn't just a way to pass the time, it was a focused effort. A lot of hard work, but it paid off. This steady work allowed him to pay for his true passion, racing. For J.J., racing isn't just a hobby, it's a basic part of his being. He has said he would rather street race than eat when he is hungry. This intense dedication shows how much the sport means to him, especially after having a period where he couldn't do it. His time away and his return to building his life from the ground up also shaped his philosophy. Game ain't to be told, it's to be sold. This means he keeps his strategies and tricks close to his chest, preferring to show his skills on the track rather than talk about them. It's a secretive, strategic approach that adds to his mystery and makes him even more tough on the streets. This deep appreciation for life and his passion, born from overcoming big personal challenges, fuels his relentless drive and explains why he fights so hard for every win and for every car he brings back from the edge. The Memphis Street Empire. With a new outlook and an unshakable drive, J.J. built an empire on the streets, turning his passion into a powerful family legacy. He is known for owning an incredible collection of race cars, each with its own story and personality. Among his famous machines are Zip Tie, Old Heavy, Hummingbird, the Malibu, and of course the legendary Heifer. And J.J. is always looking for the next great car, so who knows what he will have next? But JJ's racing success isn't a solo act. It's a true family thing. His wife Trisha, known to everyone as, is a tough driver herself, often getting behind the wheel of his powerful cars, including Heifer, Zip Tie, and Old Heavy. His cousin Precious Cooper is another key player, known as the Queen of the Streets, and she drives the Malibu. His son, Doughboy, and his younger sister Chelsea drives a 1966 Chevelle called Tomcat, or Bobcat, as JJ calls it, are also part of the team. JJ is a master strategist, and he even used his family to his advantage in races. When other racers were too scared to challenge him directly, he would put and Precious in the cars, betting that a girl could outrun his rivals. This bold tactic worked, winning him a lot of money and proving his family's skill. He taught them all his tricks and clever ways to win, making them a force to be reckoned with. This shared knowledge and family bond is a big part of what makes the Memphis crew so strong and united. They share everything and are always there for each other. A strong bond that makes them a true force. JJ didn't just race on the streets, he created his own scene. Years ago, he started Spin City, his own famous street racing world in Memphis, where he is well known and feared by everyone. He can get a race car down any street when no one else can. A sign of his skill and knowledge of the roads. Beyond Heifer's dramatic return, another one of JJ's beloved cars, Zip Tie, has its own incredible lost and found story. This trusty old Chevy Nova was involved in a race in Vegas where JJ was trying to win $2,000. But, in a shocking turn of events, Zip Tie was totaled. With his car destroyed, JJ had no choice but to buy his old Chevy back, determined to bring it back to life. The rebuild of Zip Tie was a massive job, and JJ got his whole family involved in bringing this Chevy Nova back to life. It was a true team effort, showing how the family works together to overcome challenges. The car was badly damaged, but they worked without stopping to make sure it was safe and ready to race again. Zip Tie even got some major upgrades at famous places like Larry Jeffers race cars, preparing it for America's top 20 list. For a while, the engine from Zip Tie was even used in Hummingbird, another one of JJ's cars, showing how they cleverly used their resources. Inside the boss's headquarters. So where do these incredible comebacks happen? Where are the secrets of the fastest street cars kept? The answer lies deep within JJ Da Boss's own garage, a place where legends are created and secrets are kept. JJ's garage isn't just a simple workshop, it's the central spot where his powerful machines are stored, fixed, and transformed. While the exact layout and every hidden corner are kept private, the idea of JJ having secret weapon cars is well known among fans. Videos often hint at these super sleepers and new rides being worked on in what's sometimes called Sketchy's Garage. These titles create a sense of mystery and excitement, suggesting that some of JJ's most powerful creations are kept hidden until the perfect moment. This is the place where the intense work happens, away from curious eyes. It's where cars like Heifer and Zip Tie, after their devastating crashes, were hidden from the public view during their long and detailed rebuilds. The garage is a place of constant new ideas and preparation, where JJ and his family put in countless hours. They work without stopping to make sure their cars are not just fixed, but improved, ready to dominate the next race. JJ also has a street racer store in Mill, Tennessee, located right in the middle of a NASCAR track. This might be a public-facing part of his operations, a place where fans can connect with the Memphis crew. But the true heart of his competitive advantage, the real garage, is where the serious work and hidden projects take place. It's where the raw power is unleashed and the strategies are perfected. With a collection of cars like Zip Tie, Old Heavy, Hummingbird, the Malibu, and Heifer, JJ needs a big space to store and maintain them. His garage is a crucial part of his operations, a symbol of his control and strategic advantage in the street racing world. It's where ordinary cars are turned into feared machines, and where the next big challenge is always being prepared for, ensuring that JJ and his team are always one step ahead. The garage, in this sense, is where the lost cars are literally found again, through the sheer will and hard work of JJ and his family. JJ's lasting legacy on the streets. From simple beginnings and tough times to bringing legendary cars back from the edge, JJ the Boss has built more than just a racing team. He's built a lasting legacy. He is known across the country as the fastest man on the streets and one of the biggest gamblers. He is a truly feared person in the world of Memphis street racing, a reputation earned through years of daring races and clever tactics. JJ's influence goes far beyond just driving. He is a race master for huge events like Street Outlaws, fastest in America, where teams fight for a massive $100,000 prize, the biggest payout in street racing history. He personally handpicks the teams from across America to come and compete in Memphis, showing the huge respect and authority he holds in the street racing community. His races are legendary, often featuring intense showdowns with other top racers. He's faced off against famous rivals like Birdman from Texas, Kai Kelly from NOLA, and Chucky Davis from Detroit. These rivalries create thrilling moments, pushing everyone to their limits. What makes JJ truly unique is his dedication to old-school street racing rules. He doesn't believe in fancy gadgets or complicated starts. For him, it's simple. No flashlights or big LED bars. Just the honest drop of his arms to start a race. He believes in chase is a race, meaning if you jump the start slightly, the other person still has to chase you down to win. He doesn't want to win on tiny technicalities. He wants to win through pure speed and skill, just like it was 50 years ago. This commitment to the real street racing roots sets him apart and earns him deep respect from those who value tradition. JJ and his family share everything, and they are always there for each other. This strong bond is not just about teamwork, it's about a shared heritage and a way of life that has been passed down through generations. This deep connection to his roots and his family is what makes his empire so strong, and his presence on the streets so lasting. For JJ, street racing isn't just a job or a hobby. It is everything, a passion he loves more than eating when hungry. His journey is one of continuous pushing, learning, and never giving up, always trying to be the best. He has found a newfound appreciation and respect, especially from children who are just getting excited about racing, showing that his story inspires future generations. His life, marked by challenges and incredible comebacks, proves that with determination, family, and a love for the road, a legend truly can live on.